Welcome to Inside the Film Room. I'm Kristen Ergo alongside head football coach Will Healy. Coach, the Austin Peay Governors are tied for the #1 spot in the OVC standings, 2-0 in conference. Talk about knocking off the number 18 ranked team in the country.
Incredible Saturday night. So much fun to be a part of. So excited for our guys to be able to enjoy that atmosphere, that environment, and then that big win. We knew how talented Martin was coming in. They're obviously had been one of the favorites to win the league and still are. I felt like that with the Sergeant York Trophy, which is a huge deal for us, we've never won it in program history, that to do it, we had it goes through Martin, Tennessee. That's where it's been for a long time. So a big step in the right direction on that aspect. Winning another league game, especially being able to come back home and validate to your fans that we weren't just a one-hit wonder, that we're actually making big strides in our program was a big deal. Just a gutty performance. I know that both teams probably leave and say we didn't play our best football, but for us to be able to knock off a top 15 team in the country and not play our best football means we're making big strides, and just so proud of our guys, their effort, the way they play football, how much they enjoy playing with each other. And it's a big program win. It helps validate what you're doing, and it gives you some national exposure that you can't pay for.
For the first time in 50 games, the Governors pitched a shutout. How was your team able to keep a very talented Skyhawk offense out of the end zone all night?
Well, I thought the defensive coaches did a great job of preparing our guys last week, as they have all year long. I thought that we had good answers based on their tendencies and knew where we felt like they were going to try to attack us. And then I thought our kids played relentless football for 60 minutes. And I talked to our guys about this in the team meeting today. There was more concern a week ago when we played Murray and it was 20-7 and they scored and had some momentum. There was a little bit of, oh no. Mm-hmm. This week there was never any of that. And it was 7-0 the entire game. I think that means that your team believes, they're maturing, and that's a really good sign for understanding how to win football games. But I thought all day, we rushed the passer really well. Creating 3 turnovers was huge. The Kiavis one, they get some momentum, they make a huge play, and then Kiavis comes back the next play and makes a Sports Center top 10 type interception. The strip and the fumble recovery that Theron had was huge. They're driving the football, but we never panicked. We believed that we would win the football game, and to see us finish a tight football game like that and learn how to win close football games, especially in our conference, is a big deal.
Offensively, another 200-plus rushing effort. We knew UT Martin's defense was going to be a difficult scheme and personnel, be a challenge. They came in as the #1 team in the conference defending the run. You guys battled. The Gov offense keeps them #1 in total offense in the OVC.
Yeah, offensively, I thought we had a really good scheme. We had answers because of how difficult their defense is to prepare for, and the scheme that they give you. It's difficult. You have to make sure your guys are prepared for all the different looks up front they can give you, the blitzes that they bring. And I thought we had a great game plan, and our coaches prepared our kids to have success on Saturday. Obviously, running the football is where it starts with us, and I thought the backs ran extremely hard. A couple big days by those guys. Thought our quarterbacks played really well. Proud of both of them. I thought it was our best game that we played up front since we've been here. I think we're talented on the offensive line, and that's where the run game starts. And they've proved it all year, but they took another big step in the right direction against a really good defensive line that UT Martin had. So it started up front and it ended up front. I thought we won that battle in the trenches, and that was the reason we won the game.
They always say big players make big plays in big moments. A lot of guys stepped up. You called it a gutty win. Did anyone or any group just jump off the film that you saw made a significant difference?
Well, I think we're playing well on our defensive line. Jason Williams played his best game yet, and I thought was spectacular on Saturday. Corey Brown is playing great football. Obviously, we feel good about what Theron Hodges brings to the table, and he shows flashes of being dominant. I think we're rushing the passer a lot better, which in our defense, we have to be able to rush the passer to have success on defense. So Jeremiah Mitchell played a great game. Gunnar Shalado has been extremely consistent. Malik Davis played exceptional. So, and Cordell Jackson, just every game you feel like you mentioned his name. So there are a lot of guys, you know, defensively you could name probably 25 of them that I thought played exceptional. When you hold that dynamic of an offense to no points, you know, we limited the running back yardage as well as anybody has all year long, including Ole Miss. I thought their receivers still made some big plays, but we never lost confidence, and we kept coming back and were able to bat some balls down that could have turned into big plays and pick a couple off. Offensively, again, the running back room I think is playing exceptionally well. Both quarterbacks gave us a different spark at the right time, and I thought made some, you know, Jeremiah I thought played great, came in and threw the ball effectively and efficiently. I thought Javon did some really good things with his legs. You know, I think our wideouts blocked extremely well on the perimeter, and it was a really good, you know, a fantastic effort up front. You could give the game ball to 7 offensive linemen. And the definition of a team win. And I think that's what's fun about it, is we're doing things in all 3 phases. You know, special teams with our kickoff team is off the charts. The punting, you know, with Jeremiah and with Devin Stewart on Saturday was the difference in field position. So you can look at every aspect and say they did something to help our football team win. And that's what it takes, a group effort to win OVC games.
It's special. Now, for the first time since 1986, a Governor team has won 3 straight games. For the first time since 2009, the Govs defeated a ranked opponent. And the first time since 2011 that a Governor team has been 2-0 in the OVC. This is my 3rd week of naming these stats like this. When you hear this, when you see it on national media, what goes through your head?
So happy for the kids and the group of assistant coaches. I almost feel like Dr. White and Ryan Ivey are part of the staff too. You know, just for me, I try so hard to make sure that the assistant coaches that you brought in that you think are the best you've ever been around feel like that what they do is important, that Ryan Ivey and Dr. White are able to look at each other every day and say we made the right decision, and that your group of kids say there is nothing better than playing football at Austin Peay. That's what it does for me. It's just a tremendous amount of pride within our community, with our football players, with our, you know, I mean, talking to our faculty, and everybody around here is so excited about Austin Peay State University in general, and I think we've been fortunate to be able to add to that hype.